Hello, and welcome once again to another episode of Third Action. I'm your lovely host, Jason, and these are the same three technical difficulties that were here last week, 2 weeks ago. In the bottom left, Regan Belladonna, Academy Wizard, played by Char.
Yes, last week I was misreading completely my jury summons, so I didn't go to jury duty, and they got mad at me. So now I have jury duty again in March.
Oops.
Learn to read, go to school, don't be me.
Also go to jury duty. That's probably
Yeah, go to go to jury duty or call really quickly and say, "I'm so sorry. I don't understand
My
words."
I don't understand the civic nature of how this all works.
They should have just excused me at that point and been like, "Wow, you're too stupid." But here we go.
You gotta get to voir dire for that.
In the bottom middle, we have Mayhem, human vigilante fighter, played by Will.
I was gonna say, I actually finally got jury duty for the first time 6 months ago. So
Ooh.
I got to go through that whole experience myself then too, and it was interesting. You're not missing out on much though.
I was like, I'm kind of excited for it. I was all ready.
Sorry.
I bought clothes.
You got your fit.
I did. I was looking it up. I'm like, all right, my number is 600 something, and they only called to 100, and my number was 28. So
Oh, that's quite misreading.
yeah, that went poorly for me.
And in the bottom right, we have Felix Milos, Maestro Bar, played by Alex.
Hello. And I now have to think about what you would wear to jury duty. Like
You have to wear business casual, and I don't know what that is because I don't work like a white collar job. So I'm like, I don't know what that is. All my jeans are ripped.
You had to be wearing business casual?
Yeah, they wrote, they're like, business casual, so you don't insult the courts. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to
You could
insult
probably
the courts.
ignore that. I don't think they actually care.
Like,
I don't know.
you don't want to show up wearing trash necessarily, but what you're wearing now would probably have been fine.
Yeah, I think
Or
I'll wear
like
this.
sweatshirts.
I just heard that ripped jeans were like a super no-go, and all I have are ripped jeans. So I got normal jeans and a sweater. I was ready.
You were ready. Well, you'll be ready next time.
Yes, I'll be ready. in March.
All right, well, let's get started because this week's episode is sponsored by the Courtesan, our new card for the day. Let me go ahead and plug that in while I remember. I believe that is a
I
crowns.
can block an assassination with that.
Yes. So today we should have the crown, the courtesan, the dance, and the sickness are currently active.
I like this combination because somehow it just evokes getting down with the sickness. Like a mosh
Come on.
pit. I mean, the elements are there. We can do this.
What am I doing? Oh, right. I normally do a recap. Hello. Last time on Third Action. Sorry, this is going to be an episode. One of the episodes of all time. Last time on Third Action, our group of I was going to say heroic heroines. I need another phrase.
Yes, the heroines.
Ladies.
Or different
our-
heroine, again.
Yeah.
Different drugs.
Our intrepid adventurers, our heroic citizens.
Plucky players.
Shit. Plucky players.
Daring
Ah,
players.
that's pretty good. I'll workshop it. I'll workshop it.
Yeah.
Last time, our players. What did you do? You were wrapping things up, tying up the loose ends, as it were, after dealing with the small-time, mid-time crime boss Gadrin Lamb and his criminal enterprise. I believe Felix managed to turn in the evidence that you all found, proving his innocence and getting his or getting on the way to getting his bar reopened. Regan went to pay some respects to the dead, her dead friend, who had been laid to rest in the Grey District of Corvosa. And Mayhem was attempting to check in on his daughter, make sure she was okay. Turns out that she overdosed pretty badly on Shiver and is in need of medicine. But I was going to say the clinic, the Church of Sarenrae. There we go.
Yes.
The Church of Sarenrae was short on medication and short on healers for some reason. And they're able to take care of her for the time being, but to actually get her to awaken safely and not suffer too badly the effects of withdrawal from the drug, she's going to need a particular herb or root. Leaf? It's a leaf. It's a leaf from a tree.
It's a leaf.
I believe it's jolt leaf. I was going to say shock leaf, but yes, jolt leaf, which is found in the eastern forest near Corvosa. The person who normally gathered that for a local pawnbroker / general store saleswoman has not been seen for the past week or so. And there's some concern that maybe something foul has come of him. So, in an attempt to figure out what's gone wrong, or maybe collect some of those good leaves for themselves, for Mayhem's daughter, our party makes their way out into the woods, and that is where we pick up. So, I think I've fixed the camera issues. I hope it works. I move. No! It broke again. No.
Loves us.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Your
I'm
wonderful
so
voice.
sad.
Oh, interesting. It's trying to stay focused on all of us, so...
Oh, trying to spread
In
out.
a weird... Yeah, it's...
Sorry.
Okay. Oh, no. Is there a way I can fix it?
Mayhem's trying to
I'm
get
so
used to
sorry.
his horse here, because he's not particularly great on horseback.
I just want it
I
to
feel like
be
I'm not
on
either.
camera.
Are any of us trained in like nature or survival?
Is that good?
I would guess not, or at least not
No.
in survival.
Nope.
Okay.
Got Arcana, Crafting, Diplomacy, Medicine, Occultism, Society, and Acrobatics. Nothing else.
Yeah, I'm kind of regretting not picking up that survival, but alas.
Who
Yeah.
needs to survive in the woods?
Felix is a city dweller. Horses are interesting large creatures.
Okay, I'm gonna see if this works.
So if we're just not party members, and I move ourselves.
No, it's still aggressively moving
Nope.
everyone. Okay, I don't know why.
It's trying to focus on the important things.
Like
Okay,
horses.
Well, let me fix this again. I'll put
Okay.
this back. I'll play around with it while we're doing stuff. But anyway, sorry. Okay. You guys have made your way. Camera mode is now disabled.
Sorry, I'm just moving myself back over
Alright.
to join everyone else.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Yeah. It's just so. Sorry, this is mentally irritating for me. Okay. Find my center. You run on your horses. You rented some horses. You made your way out into the woods. I'm going to need. So you've got a map that you got from Miss Nia Gold, owner of the pawn shop. Who's leading the group? Who's attempting to guide the group along the map's route?
I'm going to take the lead because I'm also going to hazard a guess that none of us are particularly wise.
Wise? That's probably... Yeah, it's not my best skill.
Are you better than 0?
I am better than 0. I'm 1.
I may have to defer to you because you
Alright.
might have any
Give-
sort of ability to
give me that
navigate this
GPS.
map.
Give me the map.
I've
I
been
can
a
try
city
helping.
boy.
Yeah.
I've been a city boy all of my life. I don't really go out in the woods. I'm
How do
sorry.
I have wisdom? It's one of my lowest. My lowest is strength, though. Don't like I might not be able to hold the map, but I can try and read it.
Well, Felix too, as well has a 1 in wisdom. So like
Oh,
we can
good.
put our that
So you
together.
two-
That's a 2. That's not the worst.
That's how that works, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's orient the map.
I suppose if one of you aids the other, it could be a 2. It could also be a 0.
It's like marked on the map, right? Where we're supposed to be going, or is it just like a map? And
I
she
think it's
was
just a map
like,
of the
"Oh,
region.
It's a map of the
around
region.
here.
She like kind of circled an area on the map.
Okay, good.
Where the where it's normally, or where he usually goes to collect these leaves. She said there's like a couple of small groves around there.
Okay.
Can work with that.
Hopefully, like there's some landmarks called out, like big rock, bigger rock, extra big rock.
273 trees down the lane. You take a left. If you hit the big rock, you've gone too far, and also are going to fall off a cliff because that was what the big rock is a cliff.
This file is wisdom. I only have a +1.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a roll while I'm doing magic in the background.
Is the
Alright.
survival roll?
Yes, survival, please.
Did you want to try aiding or?
I would be happy to aid in that.
Go ahead and roll the aid first, then.
Yeah.
I have a way of
Wait.
bringing the little chat thing up, don't I?
I'm trying to remember how to do an aid.
It's the same as a skill check, so you would just roll the relevant skill check you're using to aid with. So.
Ooh,
And there's the minus.
this is going well.
All right.
You know, it's
that's
25%
3.
chance.
Are you hindering me?
That
That
has
is
to be a rock.
hindering. That is
No.
that is going to be a -1.
Yeah.
All right, no, we got it. This is easy.
Okay, yep, I found the issue. Okay, I've almost got it. Go ahead and roll.
All right, can't believe no one here has ever read a map before. Oh no!
You guys can't see it, chat, but that is a natural 1. What is the
No,
what is the
exactly where to
total?
go.
That is
It's
a
actually a 1 because it should actually be a -1 circumstance from the unsuccessful aid there.
It's not a 0.
Not a 0.
I know where to go. This is the easiest map I've ever read.
Should I just try for grins and giggles and see if I can also roll a 1, or?
I mean, at this point, we're gonna
Do
go
you
back
think I'm
to the
wrong?
opposite side of the town. Like we're just gonna somehow not even go into the
I just think
forest.
this trip is going to take 12 hours when it's literally like a half a mile outside of town.
No, we just go this way. It's fine. Just
Oh,
turn
this is
left
a screen.
and right and left and right, and then we're there. Easy. It's the wrong way completely.
Should I wait until you decide what happens with this, Jason, or do you want me to roll and try and figure this out too?
What were you going to try to roll? Just a separate navigation?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
looking at these two stumbling over this map and hoping that maybe I can also figure it out. But I did
Yes.
check I have nothing else to work with.
Yeah. So we'll say that you guys get lost
Yes.
pretty badly. I think I said it was gonna take. It's a non-specific location. I'll say it was going to take like 4 hours to ride out to this place, but you've gotten so badly lost that it's. I mean, you've spent 2 hours and you've not really made any real progress. So far it's threatening to be 6 hours. If you can.
Okay. So we're still lost.
Yes, you're still
On a
lost.
scenic route. It's fine.
So you've added 2 hours to the time, basically.
Yeah, we just wandered around in circles for 2 hours.
Go ahead and give me another check or attempted.
Let
check.
me look at this map. Hang on.
Okay.
How much worse
I
can
think
it
I've
be?
got the map
It's better.
It is better. 14 this time, as I, after 2 hours of riding around following these two who seem to know where they're going, until I'm pretty confident we've passed the same tree route because of the way that it sticks out of the ground, and I'm not certain, but at some point I want to see where we're at. So
I did.
What's my favorite tree?
Yes, so a 14 with the map in hand. So yeah, you trusted them. I'm not going to rehash what you just said. That was good. Thank you. You do finally manage to find the right course. It's getting late now. Actually, what time is it? Why is the calendar not open?
it is 3:30 in the afternoon.
That's not so bad.
30. So let's see, hours.
It'd be 5:30.
You wasted 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then the remaining 4.
Oh gosh.
So
Where's
it
my
is.
torch?
Oh, yep. You might want to bring out the torches. It is getting late by the time you find the appropriate spot.
My goodness. I will cast light as so people don't have to hold torches.
Oh, that's appreciated. Thank you.
Ba.
Was literally just going to try and pull them out, but it's...
All right. Yep. You can.
Yeah, so your hands are
yourself
free
some light.
now. Woo!
That is
Everyone
very
gets an
useful.
orb.
Oh, you're giving it to everybody. Oh, right.
Yeah,
of
everyone
course.
gets an orb. I think I can make
Fancy.
4.
I believe that's right.
I will keep forgetting this for a while until I cast it in my own games.
Yeah, it is interesting that it now just like does orbies.
Orbs
That's
for
gross.
everyone. Up to 4 people, so I guess you could give it
Yes.
to one of the horses too if you wanted.
There
Assuming that doesn't freak them out too much.
Ah, horses have low light.
Did you name your
vision.
horses, by the way?
Did I name my horse? It's a rental horse.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean they are rentals, so.
Rental horse, number 1.
And mine is named Nancy.
Was that the name that was already given to it, or did Mayhem just give it a name arbitrarily when he saw it?
I think that was probably a name that he remembered from something in the past. Maybe somebody he knew that reminded him of the horse, but he gave the horse the name. The horse may have come with a different name, but he decided to call him Nancy.
How do you
Alright,
spell
fair.
that?
Noncey.
Noncey. Okay, I keep hearing something else when you say
Yes,
it. So I'm like,
it is
need-
dangerously close to Nazi.
I was like, that's an
I
interesting.
feel bad about the name choice. Okay. Because I was like, that was not where my head went at
Yeah.
all.
I'm like, it's certainly not that, so I need it spelled right. Thank you for spelling it. That makes way more sense.
Hover over the horse.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Oh, Nancy. Okay.
Yeah, Nancy.
Nancy. And I'm gonna
Alright.
name my rental horse 1.
All right, feel free. Okay, so you're just riding along this road. You see some wildlife. There are squirrels, some wild badgers by the river, and yeah, eventually you make it deeper into the woods. You check one spot that these leaves were supposed to be, but there doesn't seem to be any growths here that seem to be the right type of tree. You proceed to a second location, and let's see. I will. I need to make the lighting match the time of day. How do I do that?
Is it not already dark?
There we go. On a different map. I was trying to fix
Oh.
this. Okay. So you have to kind of ride off the path and towards a clearing, and you can kind of see up ahead. There's like a little hill where there's one tree that's like you catch your light sources kind of cause a little glimmer of like a soft gold on like a kind of like a fruit maybe hanging from a tree at the top of this hill. it seems promising. So you ride over towards it. And let me go and switch maps here. Over in this direction to the east, to the kind of southeast of you, is the hill. It's hard to make out in the dim light, but you can approach as you wish.
Okay. Can I hear things from as we're approaching besides our own hoofbeats?
Give me a perception check. Actually, yeah. What's your exploration activities then? What would you like to be doing? So you need at least one hand on the reins, riding these horses.
There we go. I'm not currently coercing.
I think Felix would be trying to like find tracks from the other person who's supposed to be out here gathering. Like, presumably they probably went to the same area and something happened to them. So picking up on that would be cool.
Okay, so you're looking for tracks?
Track, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will be scouting and trying to keep an eye out for things. I'm mostly keeping an ear out since my eyes aren't going to be so good from a distance, but just trying to listen to the wildlife if anything unusual, wild wolves or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
just-
dangerous stuff in the forest.
Oops.
There's a reason I don't
Oh,
come
you
out here.
click on it. Probably just gonna search for any signs of what we're looking for, the plant in particular.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and give me. I'll take a perception check from Regan and a survival check from Felix. So you guys kind of slow your horses down as you're kind of approaching what you feels like the correct area. Oh, the horse rolled the survival check. By
That was
mistake.
not, yeah, that was not quite what I intended. But okay.
I am mystery perception.
Okay. Actually, is that the same modifier as you?
It might be
It-
better, in fact.
It actually is one better, and so I'm happy with this outcome.
All right, I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
Like I formed a bond with Ren, the rental horse.
You're like horse track. Horses sniffing around like a dog through the woods.
Clearly, it is better than me at this.
Okay, so the horse got a 7, and
Horse entangled.
Reagan, you got a number. Okay,
got a
so
number.
you're approaching. You don't hear anything. You do. Yeah, you don't even really. You notice, Felix, that there are some. The path through this part of the woods is like a little bit worn. It's not a full blown trail, but the grass is a little bit worn down. It looks like maybe somebody's walked here before. But
A broken tree limb every now and again.
yeah, but you don't manage to spot any tracks. So maybe there haven't been any tracks through this path recently. There's at least no obvious tracks here. And Reagan, yeah, when you see that like little glimmer of gold from the fruit of that tree, yeah, you're pretty sure that that's the right tree. The fruit itself isn't useful; it's actually poisonous. But the leaves are what have the herbal benefit in medicine, medicinal benefit, if you will.
Nice.
But yeah, and Mayhem, you're alert, but you haven't noticed any sounds of other creatures or any rustling. You hear an owl in the distance.
No dogs, no wolves,
No dogs, no wolves.
other things that live in the woods.
No,
Badgers, right? Badgers live in the woods. Okay.
sure.
Look,
Again,
again,
you also don't.
not a country boy. Very much a city boy.
Oh, and when I say you hear an owl, you hear legally, like fully legally distinct owls. You're not worried about any deep-toned bear-like owls that might come from other properties.
So, some other strange owls that might be combining with other creatures in strange ways. Okay, then we'll continue forward. Especially if Regan has
eyes
confidence.
On the prize.
Yeah.
In those. Okay. So sorry, was it over here?
Yeah. Which tree was it?
Yeah, just like to the
more southeast or more east.
Kind of east southeast.
Okay,
like this
east
way.
southeast. Okay, then we'll start heading in that direction.
Oh, goodbye, Regan.
Yep.
Nice.
So as you start to approach the tree, you notice something. A body slumped up against a tree stump. And actually, you notice that there's like 3 tree stumps around here.
We're gonna stop then.
But one body.
Yep, one body.
Oh.
It's bloodied. He's wearing like a green plaid, like, thick shirt. He's holding an axe in one hand, and he's got like some clear, look like some kind of stab wound, or some kind of piercing wound, multiple times in the chest. And he's just slumped over against this stump.
I'm going
it seems to be kind of at the base of this hill.
Yeah, dismount and look around before I approach the body. I don't see anything untoward, anybody in the bushes, or I assume these are trees, really, on the...
Yeah, a lot of them are trees. There's some bushes down here.
Okay.
The smaller ones tend to be bushes. The bigger ones are trees. But yeah, you don't immediately see anything. But you can, give me a secret perception check.
Yeah. As I'm sneaking up, I'm going to be keeping eyes out. I will pull out my nightstick. And assuming nothing catches my attention, I'm going to approach the body carefully.
Yeah, you approach the body. It looks like it's maybe been here for a bit.
Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any... It's unlikely to be alive.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
The body looks cold.
That's not a good sign.
The blood around it is quite dry. And there's clearly like in the wounds, it's clearly been like, you can see where the flesh has been like pulled at, probably by crows.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so a couple of days at least, I would
It's
guess.
not fully eaten. So how big could things in the woods be?
Well, by the look of the wounds, would I guess they're weapon-based?
That would be either like a warfare lore kind of check or a medicine check.
I'm asking all of the questions I can't answer.
I'm coming.
Maybe you can take a look.
Maybe I won't roll a 1.
You know what? I just realized I'm not muting myself when I do that. There we go.
All right. Well, if you want to take a look with me, I will attempt to assist you as I gently poke at the body. And I got a 5. I don't know what that means in this case.
On a DC 15. Sorry, that was to aid or to just do it yourself? Okay, you're aiding. That is a failure.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a critical failure. So that.
Yeah,
if you get minus 10 below. Yeah, so -1 circumstance.
Then I'm getting up and close with the nightstick, just kind of prodding at the body, and that's not helping, and it's possibly causing things to get worse.
Okay, let's medicine. Oh wait, fuck! God damn it! No, I forgot I had assurance. Okay. No.
If you want, you could. I'd allow you to assurance.
I always forget. Yeah, I have assurance for this. I should just be able to click it.
Yes.
Right?
When you roll medicine, it should let you choose assurance.
There you go. I just didn't click it.
You still get the -1, so it'd be a 15 in this case, but...
Yes.
You can tell that this body has, been here roughly a week, maybe. It's at least been a few days. These look like, stab wounds, probably from almost certainly from something metallic, so probably a weapon. Maybe a dagger or some kind of like a sword or some sort of other blade. You notice a couple of bludgeoning wounds as well. Possibly clubs, something blunt and heavy. These don't look like animal marks. This person was probably attacked by humans. Or not humans, humanoids.
Yeah. I wonder why they would attack somebody in the middle of the woods and just leave their body. Are they weapons that... Is it like two weapons that might have done it? So like a stabby one and a blunt one, and that's about all?
Yeah, you think there's at least two different weapons that were used here.
What were the weapons that the people we tied up had? Did they have a variety of blunt and so forth? Or was it like a whip?
I have a dagger that was shaped like an oversized key.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember which one of the people I took that from. And a shuriken? And a whip. I know one of them had the whip.
Yeah, one of them had the whip.
Yeah.
And like another had a hand crossbow, so we don't have necessarily one-to-one alignment.
Yeah, so maybe not them.
I do think it's weird that like he still has the axe in his hand. Does this person have any other like possessions on them? Because like for a robbery, I would expect them to have nothing.
That's a good point.
Do you lean in to check their pockets and stuff?
Felix, after keeping a distance for a moment, will like lean in to check for valuables.
Okay. Yeah, you lean in to check for any valuables, and you see actually his waistband has been undone, and it looks like there was you see like the indent of where like a pouch would normally kind of be buckled into his belt, and it's missing.
Okay. Well,
but you tuck through his pouch. Yeah, you search through his pockets and things, but nothing.
Yeah, at least they put up a fight.
The tree stumps behind this one looks like it's overgrown pretty well with mushrooms to the south here, but the one
they're pretty small mushrooms.
Okay, so
they're big on the art, but yeah, yes, these look relatively recent. And in fact, if you like look a little bit closer at the ground, you can see like there's still kind of indents where the trees have fallen, and a few like leaves scattered on the ground. And
to follow up on that, the axe that this person has, is it a wood cutting axe or is it like a lumberjack axe?
This axe is not. It's a pretty small hatchet. It doesn't look big enough to chop these trees down.
Okay, so defensive, which means something else has been chopping trees down. Possibly somebody came upon them when they were chopping trees down and got killed for the trouble. And these trees, it's hard to tell from here. I'm sorry. To the further southeast, there's a tree that I see with fruit in the art. Is that same tree we're going towards?
Yes, that seems to be the shockleaf tree.
Can I make out from here if the bark matches these other stumps?
Oh, yes. It looks like a stump it looks like a trunk of about the same thickness.
Okay, similar kind of bark versus something else or a different kind of tree. Okay.
Yeah, and actually, I forgot that I asked you to roll that perception check, but you can actually see there are a couple of there is like a clear like hatchet mark in the side of that tree, the one that's still standing, like multiple hatchet marks. It looks like either the process has been started on that tree or hasn't. Either got interrupted or it just hasn't finished yet.
Interrupted.
Are they cutting down the trees?
to keep
That's
people
so
from
weird.
harvesting them.
Yeah, I guess. Are there any like drag marks of where someone might have dragged the lumber to?
Yes. If you're looking at like the indentations where the trees seem to have fallen, you can see that the like the stump that was here, the tree seems to have maybe been dragged off into the woods here to the north.
Ah, they're stealing these trees. Well, I guess not stealing, but they're
Definitely-
targeting these trees.
Yeah, targeting.
I mean,
And sort of
I
like
think these are the king's trees still, so from somebody.
Oh, does the king own the trees?
If you ask him, he'd say so.
Well, I'm not asking him. But
Is there a use for a jolt leaf tree, or is this just like spite?
I'm starting to think that there's something else going on with this jolt leaf shiver situation.
Yeah.
Getting people hooked and then not offering them any way to get off the stuff without dying.
it seems like a pretty important ingredient.
That would be rather high end for a Gadrian like plot. He's more about making money than trying to like strategically deprive people of a cure. That's a second form of evil.
If you kill
Yeah.
people that are taking your drug, there's no people to buy your drug. So it behooves you not to kill them, I would think.
But if you can keep them hooked, then they have to keep coming back to you.
That's
Repeat
true.
customers. It's real hard to get off the stuff apparently, and it's anyway. I need to get back to Lizdy, so I'm going to start making my way over to the tree to see
Get
about
those
harvesting
leaves.
some
yeah,
leaves.
you can walk on over towards it. The tree itself, the trunk goes up about 10 feet before you can kind of get to the branches where the where all the like leaves and things are.
Okay. I will try and just jump up and climb.
Okay. So you can kind of go up to sort of where the root of the trunk of the tree is, which is like here. Why did I pick white? Pick any other color.
I think that's just your default.
Yeah, I think it is. We'll do
Felix is going to try to keep eye contact with the horses. At least they disappear into the darkness.
Stare them down.
Okay,
You
something
could bring
like
them
that.
over, I guess, if you wanted, but I'm a little busy right now.
Okay, so
Yellow.
you go towards where the trunk is and jump up and start to climb. A regular leap vertically is 3 feet.
Okay. So I'll still need to climb basically 10 feet.
Yep.
So,
So go ahead and give me a climb.
okie doke. Could have been worse. An 11.
An 11 is a failure, so you kind of like you jump, slide a little bit, try to hold yourself.
I'm not sure how
Like-
grippy this bark is.
We'll say it's like a little bit slick. It's actually got some kind of like there's like a little bit of sap running over it. You weren't
Ugh.
expecting sap when you grabbed it.
Well, if they hadn't been
and you're
chopping
like,
into
"Ugh,
it, there
kinda
wouldn't be any
gross."
sap, but yuck. Unless it's one of those that just bleeds sap randomly.
Ew.
I will try again. See if I
Okay.
can get something solid. That is solid. 21 this time.
21 is a success. So you climb up 5 feet, right? Or wait,
Yes.
it's the default. Yes, 5 feet. Okay. You're at 8 feet. Roll again.
All right. And I assume I can't just reach out from here. I really need to be up onto the branches.
Yeah, if you want to actually like get some good grip on them, yeah, you probably want to climb up a little bit further.
And we do want to get a decent amount. 25.
25. That is a critical success. So you're able to climb up the rest of the way. Let's say like 12 feet. So you kind of get climb up onto a branch and sidle it so that you're sort of safe on the branch. These are like thick, sturdy branches.
Okay. So I will start grabbing a decent amount of this stuff because I need enough for Lizzie, and there was stuff to bring back to Miss Gold. And did you want some as well, Regan, since you were coming out with the help?
I suppose. But she kind of like waves her hand a bit and looking at her hand and
How,
like
how utterly rude.
like I can do it. And so while you're kind of doing that, she might collect some with the hand, but she's also going to be looking for the plants that she needs for her ritual as well.
Okay.
So it's kind of doing two things at once.
Yeah, she just like TK hands, grabs a bundle, pulls it into her pouch, and then so you've just got like a light bulk of jewel leaf. And then you go to start looking around for the herbs that you need for your ritual. And particular you need you need Angel's Bane.
Angel's Bane.
Which is it's a type of it's actually just a type of moss that grows on trees. So you're just kind of looking around at the trunks of these trees to see if you can find any. So actually, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Oh boy,
we're real good at those.
Or a nature check, actually. Either or.
How did I not think to like ask about a guide? Somebody who can actually like.
We got a map. A map was good.
The map was good. It was better
an
than
11, maybe an 11 is okay.
Okay. Yeah, you start looking around. Seems like it's maybe going to take you like 10-15 minutes to find something. So you're just doing that. Mayhem, you're gathering a single, as far as you're aware, enough to cure a person's worth is like a light bulk.
Okay.
And you can gather as much as you want. So you could get a full bulk if you want.
I think I'll go for a full bulk, as long as I'm not completely denuding the tree to do so, because I don't need to do so. I just want to get enough to have some for myself, some for Nia, and hopefully some for the church as well.
Yeah,
so.
each light bulk is like one little like handful of leaves.
Okay,
so
great. So I'm not, as long as I'm not completely taking the tree into wintertime.
Yeah, you don't think so. Okay, so yeah, you take the time to harvest that. Felix is watching the horses. And Regan, you're like wandering around looking for the herbs you need, the Angel's Bane. Let's see.
Did looking at the scene for this poor person, did the struggle take place here, or did they just fall here? Like, are there signs on the ground where some person or persons were fighting?
That would be either a perception or a survival check.
I will
to
take
kind of
perception.
like follow the tracks or analyze the scene.
Yeah, perception has a better chance here. It's a 14.
14. Okay. It doesn't look like this person was dragged here. So you're kind of like looking at how they fell. It looks like they maybe took their last hit and kind of stumbled back into this stump, and then kind of fell over. There's certainly a lot of like indents in the ground. There's definitely people have been walking around here that aren't just you.
Okay.
And there's enough, you see enough kind of like streaks in the dirt that look like, there probably was a scuffle here. But yeah, after, let's see, after about 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, Regan, you're able to collect enough
Go away. I'm collecting.
Well,
I'm
you see
busy.
something while you're
Ah!
collecting.
Who are you?
You see something move in the dark and rustle as it runs
How
off.
dare they? Oh, great. I love
Look like a
rustlings in the dark.
Humanoid figure.
Oh man, do I love a good mystery, but I'm smart enough to know I'm gonna go tell someone else about this. So she makes her way back. Ah, you're still in the tree.
I'm just finishing harvesting everything at this point, but should be
Yeah,
about
at this
done.
point you probably finish grabbing your leaves before Reagan's done.
Yeah, so I'll climb down then.
Okay. Give me an athletics check to climb down.
Yeah. How bad
Should
could
be
this go?
easier.
Not too bad. 23.
Okay. Yep. Okay. You're able to climb down just fine. Or at least climb down to a point where you can jump down safely without taking any damage.
Well, it appears we have some company in the dark, which is my favorite kind of company.
Is it though?
No,
Okay.
with sarcasm.
I'm learning to read you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Kind of new at knowing each other.
that's fine.
Are we
But yeah, I
outnumbered?
saw someone skulking about, and I didn't feel like engaging them alone. So
Do we want to leave then?
yeah, I got my stuff.
This is gonna sound kind of dumb. Would you mind grabbing one of those fruits with your magic hand thing?
Oh, yeah. Send up my hand for the fruit.
Just one should be enough,
Oh,
hopefully.
okay. She will pluck
Yeah,
the fruit and bring it down to you.
Rather than climbing back up for it. Now that I just thought of it. Because if there's others around, I'm worried they're gonna fell this tree too.
So you
But if we
use
have
your
fruit, we might be able to make more.
Oh yeah, it has seeds. It's a good plan.
I don't know. I don't know how
Oh.
plants work, but I assume that's how
I
it
think they
happens.
have-
You plant the fruit.
That's logical.
Makes
I-
sense.
I have no idea if you're going to get one tree or hundreds of trees, but you know, it's a start.
If we're having issues with Shiver, this might be the right way to go. Anyway. You all set?
Yeah. Got everything I need.
Hmm.
And I don't like the skulking about of whoever that is.
Okay. Spooked by the rustling, you decide to make your way back towards your horses. When you start to hear more rustling, this time from behind.
Ooh, that's
Where
a
the
different
horses were.
direction. Which does not bode well if there's two directions that things are coming from. I'm coming back over here.
All right. You want to come out and say hi, or?
I'll let you guys roll initiative.
Perception.
Yeah, I think perception, unless you're I would allow diplomacy or intimidation if that was more the angle you were trying to take.
I was going for intimidation.
Okay, yeah. I'll allow intimidation for you, and then everyone else
Yeah.
is probably
Yeah.
perception.
Nice. Got an 8.
All right.
17.
And 24 for me.
Okay.
Just need to add or else onto the end of everything I say, so it's a
Oh,
threat.
it just wants to look at the horses.
Look at the horses. They're
Nancy, no.
beautiful.
Why do we all have different heights?
Red is a fine horse.
Why do you have different heights? Oh, the horses?
Yeah.
Oh, because
or
I made
telling me
them slightly
measurements.
different.
My horse
Okay,
is big.
So yeah, you announce.
Are we doing this or
that they
what?
should- Yep. And you hear from the bushes 3 figures step out.
Hello.
They're clad in hoods of some kind of green cloth.
Damn, my dude.
Oh, one of them crit. All right. Calm down. Whoop. And okay, so these 3 figures come out of the bushes, and the middle one of the 3 says, "I don't know what you guys are doing here, but you messed with the wrong people," and he is going to run around these horses towards you, Mayhem.
Okay.
And try to swing a club at you. That is a 22 to hit, which looks like it hits.
Mm-hmm.
Damage for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
All right. That took him 2 moves and an attack. Okay. Second one, the southern one of the 3. Oh, the boss is going to be happy we found some rich kids like you running around out here. Rich folk like you. And he's going to run up to Felix with 1 action. And swing his club as well. That is a 13, which is going to miss, and he will take a second swing.
Still no good.
Oh, barely though. Surprise attack.
Oh, actually, no, that does hit. 16 will hit because you haven't gotten a turn yet. And he's got surprise attacker, which allows anybody who hasn't acted yet in the first round of combat is flat-footed to him, or off guard to him. So he gets to make his damage. You know what? I forgot. Oh, it included it. Cool. Only 4 points of bludgeoning damage, though. He catches you by surprise, but it ends up being a glancing blow, like across the cheek.
Oof.
Mayhem.
Face.
All right. Well, if they want to be up in my face, I can deal with that. We're going to start by targeting the guy who just struck me and striking him right back with a snagging strike. Suppose I can just actually roll the attack. How is a 27 to hit?
That's a crit. Roll damage.
Okay. Only 10 points of bludgeoning damage as we just kind of, in return, crack him upside the skull.
That is enough to fully crack his skull, and he is unconscious.
Nice blow.
Will then
you hear an audible, like just cracking sound as he just falls limp.
Yeah.
We're going to... Oh, actually... Turning to the other one, I'm going to try and use that to demoralize and just glare at him very sternly and say, "Are you wanting more? We can keep going." And I will try intimidation. 17 to try and intimidate him.
It's usually versus will DC.
Yes.
That is a success, so he is frightened
It's
1.
frightened 1, yes. And I think I'm actually going to stay right where I'm at and take a kind of defensive pose with one hand out and my other hand holding the nightstick back, just being wary for if anybody comes up towards me.
All right.
As I take dueling parry stance or pose.
Okay, Felix, you're up.
Felix will encourage everyone with a bit of a courageous anthem. remind folks, you picked the wrong rich folk to mess with this evening. And I'll do that with lingering composition, so it'll last.
All right. I think you roll a performance check for that.
Yep, I think so. And DC is level DC, which you guys are 2. I think that's a 16.
That sounds correct.
Oh gosh.
I keep losing my GM screen. Level 2, 16. Hey, I'm right.
Nice call. Hey,
There's that button. 17.
17. That's a success. So your composition is going to last 3 rounds.
Cool.
I'm going to delete the aura just because I know where it is. It covers everything.
Of course.
It's quite big.
And then Felix will reach out with his whip and strike the one who gave him a glancing blow.
Okay. Who is currently frightened, so his AC is down by 1.
Whack. 18 to hit.
18 will hit thanks to the frightened. It would have hit without frightened in this case, but
still. More frightened is gooder.
4 points of damage right back at him.
okay. Yeah, he's turned and he's like he's spooked by Mayhem's presence, and you just like lash him across the chest, and we'll take that 4 points. And that leaves the third one's turn.
Don't you have a third action, Felix?
Oh, you're right. That was only 1 action to cast.
Yeah, filling your composition is a free action.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
I was just
Yep,
trying to count.
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
It's okay.
Jason's so excited to kill us.
I know. Like we'll strike him again with the my final action.
Okay.
So that's
Going
with
for a lucky
map.
strike. Let's see.
That is another 18 to
Oh.
hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Enjoy another 4 points.
Okay. Yeah, you lash him one way and then whip the whip the other direction, giving a little cross slash action on him. And that was enough to take him out.
Mm-hmm.
He also falls, leaving after your turn the third one.
Hi.
He's a bit surprised, but he does have a sling in hand.
You could just leave.
He is going to run to here, and Felix is in a straight line, so he's going to.
This is the
Like,
worst
roll his
leaving I've
sling.
seen in a long time.
It's
Ooh,
the opposite of leaving.
Oh,
that's
Oh
a
my
24 to
God.
hit.
What a sling!
Back of my
It's not gonna be a
head.
ton of damage. 3 points of
Three,
bludgeoning
three.
damage.
Ow!
As you get hit with a pretty solid rock, and the bandit runs over into these trees over here.
Hey, you get back over here!
Regan.
Rock in my head.
Going in those trees. Oh, you little scamp. Okay. Everything's range is exactly the same. Okay. Come here. Come here, you little critter. So for my action, I'm gonna move. Is that enough? Yes. Okay. She takes a step forward. Oh, and which of these lovely spells? I'll try this since I haven't, because it has a interesting save. I think Void Warp. Blah, blah, blah. It's a Fortitude save. Target takes 2d4 void damage with a basic Fortitude save. On a critical failure, the target is also enfeebled 1. So he has to do a Fortitude save.
Okay. He will attempt that. It looks like your DC is 17.
Yep.
That is a critical
Oh.
failure on his part.
He gets voided.
So,
So go ahead and roll the damage.
doubles the 2d4.
Whee!
So he'll take. Why doesn't it do double damage on spells like that? Roll the damage a second time.
Oh, my bad. Up. Come here.
Ooh.
7.
Ooh, nasty. So 4
Nasty.
plus 7 is enough to you just like suck the life force out of him, and he like shrivels up and falls over in the dirt there.
This is the most enfeebled he could be.
Any other actions on your turn?
Is anyone alive? My friends are. She's gonna just step back, abuse everyone. So that will be her
Okay.
last action.
All right, yeah, she kind of cautiously sidles up to the rest of the group and is looking around. You're all doing the like 3 heroes back to back, looking
Yeah.
around in the
Darkness.
darkness. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna remove these 3 because they're one's dead and 2 are unconscious. But at the end of the round, your horses start to kind of group up a little bit. And
Oh, it's bad when the horses
they're
do
like
that.
they're whinnying. They're
Getting spooked.
they're getting a little bit spooked from all this sudden noise and combat. They're not really combat trained. And the 3 of you start to hear pretty heavy horse hooves in the distance, somewhere coming from the southwest or southeast rather, on the other side of the hill. And let's see, getting some initiative rolled.
Oh my god.
Gosh, do we,
Ah.
Would you like to?
or do we keep
I'll
going?
throw another dice.
Because there's so many
One more.
hooves.
We should leave. That's a lot. I was not prepared for this.
Okay, so start around 2. How do I reveal a participant? I like that.
Oh.
There we go.
Ooh.
You hear hooves galloping through the darkness, and see. He's kind of hidden
A
behind the horse.
huge
but-
horse.
Horse.
Mega
You
horse.
see
Oh
a man with wielding 2 scimitars on the back of a horse. Oi, this is what the men have found, eh? As he rides closer. Come on, boys, get him! He's not riding that close. He's riding up to about here, and I need to close. How do I close this? There we go. Okay. So yeah, he's a little bit to the south of you on this big horse. Mayhem, it's your turn.
Why is his horse
You're-
gotta be bigger than my horse?
Where are the boys?
Okay, I'm going to do a thing, and I hope nobody hates me for it.
Nah.
We're gonna drop the nightstick and draw the longbow that we've got slung over our back. To start with.
You can now in the remaster you can
I can
just
swap
swap
as
with
a-
one action.
Then I will swap with one action instead, and so that should be. Where did the rest of my arrows go? Why is it not allowing me to select the other arrows? That's weird. Okay. So I
yeah,
can't
where are your
select
arrows?
the right arrows, but that's okay.
That's-
I'd rather not waste that arrow though.
yeah,
'cause I don't know what it is.
What if you stow that arrow? Let's just give
Stow
you
it.
arrows.
Where it? Something went wonky with the arrows. There we go. Okay, I have arrows,
Okay. There you go.
which is the important part. I'm aiming for the horse.
Ah, okay. All right, targeting the horse.
Yes.
We're going to take a shot at the horse. What is volley on this? Is it 50? It's 30. I'm 30 feet away.
On a longbow? Yeah, are you 30 feet away
that's
from the
not-
horse?
Well, fuck me.
Ooh.
Okay. So it tried to give me the -2 volley issue, but so it should be a 28 on that natural 20.
Okay, well, that is a crit, yep.
Okay, so we are going to try and take the horse down.
Whoa.
19 points of piercing damage.
Holy. Yeah, that shot is pretty strong. You hit the horse in the eye.
Oh.
And while it's not quite down, it certainly hurt real bad. It is hanging on by a thread.
What are the odds of me taking another shot and hitting this thing? Not great. We're gonna try it anyway.
Yay.
Okay, you've got Courageous Anthem.
I do have Courageous Anthem. Do I have any hero features? What were the ones we had? The dance?
We've got the dance, the courtesan, and the sickness.
I don't think any of those are going to be handy right now. The dance. Yeah, that's okay. Then we are just going to take the shot and see how we do. Stop trying to give me volley. 17 to hit.
That is going to hit. Roll damage,
Okay.
and it's almost certainly going to kill the horse.
I mean, 4 points. I couldn't roll lower, but
Yep, that 4 is enough to do the 3 damage left on that horse. You shoot the horse out from under him. It goes tumbling. He goes tumbling. He is gonna have to. He has to do a reflex save.
oh please.
Okay, so he manages to tumble safely. He doesn't land prone, but he does take 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, okay, he takes 4. Oops. Felix.
Oh,
took 4, apparently.
Felix.
Felix, no.
Felix.
Mental damage. He loves horses, and he's taken mental damage.
I was saying
No.
first, but I'm like,
I mean, I feel for the horse, but no.
I'll take it instead.
Okay, so the bandit leader, yeah, he hits the ground hard, but tumbles and manages to kind of land on his feet. But all right, that was swap attack.
Yes.
Okay, I think I'm actually going to use a hero power.
Woo.
Yeah. This is a good hero power, the dance.
It's gonna cost you 3.
So I'm going to spend 3 points.
Yeah, I was looking at that, but
Yeah, it's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. So I'm down from 5 to 2 to activate the dance. At the start of the creature's turn, him and all allies within 60 feet immediately stride at half speed as a free action that does not trigger reactions. I think. Oh, let me double check that 60 feet is. Oh, yeah. Yep, they're all within 60 feet, so that's fine. Okay, let me like reveal them all, but they're all going to get to move. It's actually very dark on my monitor, so I'm trying to see where they all end up. You're revealed. You're revealed. You're right here. I didn't see you. You're revealed. And this one is also revealed. Okay. So, what is that? 5 bandits? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bandits. 4 bandits all start to run out at you. So they all get to move half speed. So 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. Okay. All right. Bandit's actual turn. He will dash out, use 2 actions to get up close. and is going to. What does he swing at? He'll swing at Regan. She looks the least armored of the bunch.
It would be true.
19 looks like it hits.
Ah.
And club strike for 2 points of bludgeoning damage. That took him 2
my
actions to get
noggin.
over there. Felix, you're up.
Felix will call out to the bandit leader. Looks like you've bitten off a bit more than you can chew. With biting words. See if we can do a little bit of damage in return to this.
Oh, it's an attack roll.
Indeed.
24 will hit. Yeah.
24 to hit.
Roll damage. It's not quite a crit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw. 2 points of sonic damage from the biting
Yeah.
words. And is there any other effect?
It's essentially you can concentrate on it every turn after casting it to get to use it
Oh,
again.
okay. Yep.
Okay.
It does take an action to do, but you can basically maintain it in that way.
Well, that was cool.
All right. So you've got that set up.
Up to 3 attacks total, it says.
Yeah. After that, I think Felix's attention would turn to the bandit directly in front of them. And I'll strike out with my whip again.
Whip it good.
21 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage. Oh, sorry. This is supposed to be on the bandit in front of you.
Correct.
Yes. The 21 does hit.
I wish
for
I
2 points
had
of
30
slashing
reach in
damage.
a whip, but no, that doesn't work.
Fancy.
Yeah, you slash this guy who's come right up to you, and that was your 3 actions.
Indeed.
All right, this bandit's turn. He's going to run over here. It's going to take him 15 to get up to the top of the hill.
Mhm.
And so he has to kind of run up the steep hill, and then he will use his sling and try to... Oh, actually, no, he's going to get in behind you because they got sneak attack.
Okay, so as he moves from square to square, I'm going to hit him.
Yep, go for it.
Once I can find where my things are, I keep moving stuff around. It's going to be unarmed because while I am holding the longbow in one hand, I do have a free hand still. But that is a 21 to hit.
21 will hit. Roll damage.
Okay, so unfortunately not a crit.
Nope.
But we will haul off and
Could
slug
still
him
knock
for
him
7
out.
points of
Close
damage.
Okay, yeah, you whip around, smack him as he turns, or as he gets behind you, but he still manages to go in for a full club swing.
Okay.
What is this? I see. Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is a 24. That will hit, and he does damage. And Ruffian Strike applies because you're off guard. For 8 points of bludgeoning,
Ow.
as he slams that club into your belly.
Regan, I may need a
and
hand
that's
here.
all his attacks.
I have so
All
many
right.
hands.
This
at least
bandit
3.
here is going to have to go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40, and sling attack. On to Felix. That is a 14. That is a miss. All right, and last bandit. He's not going to get close enough to do anything, but yeah, he's going to have to climb up here with 2 actions and sling attack on Mayhem.
Okay.
A 9 is a crit miss. Rock goes wide, flies over your head.
Whee! Off into
Regan.
space.
It's me. I have battle medicine. Wee wee woo. There it is.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Can I do it on Mayhem? Do the treat wounds and
Are you rolling, or are you going to
always-
do assurance?
doing assurance. I'm just making sure that I do it right this time. I don't know if there's anything. I think it's only bonus if I heighten it, which I won't be doing. Yeah.
That's okay.
Yes, you'd have to be an expert or greater to get anything out of the heightening.
So I will do my treat wounds.
Oh, which you technically are. You could do that, but I think you're currently guaranteed
A 16, I
on the
think.
trained.
I'm guaranteed a 16. Is this how I click it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Wee.
Yep, that is a
16.
success.
10 points.
10 points of healing.
The 10 points.
Could take that. Thank
Regan
you.
quickly bandages you up.
Healthy,
Feeling
healthy.
better. Appreciate it.
And then for these, I do 2 lads up front here. I'm gonna
Little
do an
zappy zap.
electric arc.
Yeah.
DC 17 reflex. I think their reflex is pretty good, but we'll do it anyway.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the 2 that are currently flanking.
Yes,
Mayhem?
Mayhem.
Okay. Let's go ahead and see.
See what comes of it.
Oh, I can just do it like this. One of them succeeded, and one of them crit failed. Can I tell which one is which? Yes. Okay, the left one, or west one succeeded, the one on the right crit failed. So go and roll damage.
Whee!
Not that matters to the one on the right,
Whole
pretty
3.
Yep, the
that.
left one takes half damage for 1, and the right one takes 6, which is enough to kill him from his 1 HP.
Okay, and that is all of my. Yep, that's 2 and 1.
Thank you,
Okay,
Regan.
We did it.
You do a little zap.
Zap and a heal.
Okay, it's end of the round. You hear a faint, like flapping sound in the distance, like above you somewhere.
Owls?
No, something bigger than an
Bears?
owl.
Flying bears?
All
combination
three of you,
creature.
the sound sounds really familiar, but in the moment you don't have time to think about it.
Something flying through the air.
All right.
Okay, that's what I was
Okay.
reading about. I
You
can
did a
detect
flying
battle
crocodile.
medicine twice.
Well, you guys have a bit of. Sorry, my brain is just real off tonight. Centering. Okay. He says something snarky as he runs up to. It's going to be 2 actions to climb the hill, but he does have a double slice. The second strike. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, wrong. I put the wrong weapon on the sheet. Scimitar. There we go.
Skim McTear.
And give me the attack. Okay. There we go. Alright. First attack. Actually, can he... Yeah, if he was going to do 2 actions, you might as well run all the way around to here. And I don't think you have your AOO yet, so... Okay, so his first attack...
Back up.
His first attack is going to be onto Mayhem.
Oof.
That will
that
hit,
is a-
but not crit.
Okay, 27. Is that technically sneak attack? No. His
I'm not
buddy
flanked.
is-
Well, I'm not
Yeah.
flanked by
Yeah, I
annihilate
was checking to see if
this.
that person was alive. So
No, he did.
Nope.
Ow.
Minimum only 5 damage.
Look, I'm taking
that
plenty,
strike.
all right?
And the second scimitar strike is at a -2, but it does have a +1 from sweep.
-2, not full map.
Yeah, because this is double slice, right?
It still has to
Is
take
double
the map.
slice?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. If it's 2 actions, or if it's 2 strikes on 1 action, you take the map. If it's 2 strikes over 2 actions, you can skip the map. Usually, is how Paizo's designed it.
Oh, and they each have to target the same target. You know what? Fuck it. He's got something weird. I don't know what it is.
That's fine.
GM says he's got some other ability. No,
He's
it'll just
sneaky.
be the regular -5. He's got some kind of double strike ability. -5 +1 with sweep, so total of -4. So it's like he's agile. With a 2 action or 1 action, 2 attacks somehow. 16,
look
that'll
at
hit.
you. With a 16. Yeah. Give me such a slicing.
6 points of slashing damage.
Look at that.
Not me.
Owie. My soft fur. This is rude.
All right, Mayhem.
All right. Enough of this shit. We will swap weapons again and sheath the longbow to draw the nightstick. And we're going to face off with the bandit leader to start with on our second attack, and I'm just going to try and bludgeon him into submission, as it turns out.
All right.
Trying to think if I want to do anything funky with this. Yeah, we'll be doing a snagging strike with this as well. Try to throw him off balance as we reach
actually,
out and distract him.
when you swap weapons, this guy has attack of opportunity, so he will take that.
Rude.
I
Okay.
forgot. Oops, that's supposed to be targeting. That's a 16.
16.
Ah,
with
I've done nothing wrong.
Okay, 16 misses. The 28 of the nightstick strike should hit though.
Okay.
So go and roll damage.
Not crit, I imagine, sadly.
Not crit, no.
Okay. I was
Oh,
hoping.
actually, wait. Oh yes, courageous anthem was included. You're
It's
just
on there.
shy of a crit. Yeah.
So the question is, with snagging strike... No, never mind. I don't know him. That's after the fact. Never mind.
Yeah.
He is now flat-footed, but he will be taking some damage as I bat him upside the head with a 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, 9 points of bludgeoning, and he is off guard as a result. Off guard, there we go. Alright. Swap, attack, one more action?
Yep, I'm debating what I want to do, but I think we're going to do the smart thing and take a defensive stance again, and we will go into our dueling parry.
Is Bandit still alive? He is.
Yep. Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't the case, but alas.
He is going to step to get better position behind with his boss here. And so the two of them are flanking Mayhem, and he will go ahead and swing his club. Boss, I'm backing you up. 13 is a miss, though.
Not very well.
And second strike.
Thanks to
20.
me being in my defensive stance.
Dueling parry
parry.
saved you by 1. He does like a weak strike first. Turns out it's like a feint, and he comes in with like a surprisingly hefty swing. But the last moment you twist your nightstick to like catch the club and just knock the weapon out of his hand. I'm gonna say it's a free disarm. The nightstick the club just falls to the ground. Felix.
You thugs attacking honest merchants in the middle of the night. Felix will sustain biting words and go after the boss again.
He's got to do a will save.
I think it's attack roll again.
Oh, it's
Yeah, I
attack roll.
think-
You're right.
Yeah, I think it just saves me from having to burn another spell slot on it.
Correct.
Yep.
I just wanted to yell at him a bit. 23 to hit.
Oh, 23 hits.
Nice,
Roll
nice,
damage.
nice. Much better too.
Indeed.
All right.
That one hurts on the inside.
What kind of merchants are you?
Good ones.
The kind not to be fucked with.
The best
Especially since we
merchants.
told you to leave multiple times.
Damn it, this is supposed to be easy money.
Maybe for us, not for you.
Felix will then take a step forward. That's the cone, not a step. Come on. Take a step forward.
One of these buttons.
One of these things does that indeed.
Yes.
And then try to use the whip on. Yeah, I'm having trouble targeting the one who's alive
Well,
because the one who's dead
You have
continues.
reached
Oh,
with the whip.
sure.
You didn't even
Here,
need to
I'll-
step.
Oh,
I'll move the dead one. Oh yes,
Thank
you have reach with whip. That's
Yeah.
true.
oh, I will
So-
stay put then and hit the T button on the one who's not feeling good.
T is for target.
There. 26 to hit.
That is a crit.
I think that actually would be with map, because your
Oh.
spell would have been attacked.
Oh
so it'd
yes,
be
that is true. So it
1.
is just a regular hit.
Yeah, sorry. I
Okay.
didn't want to take it away.
Yeah, spells. All attack rolls on your turn contribute towards MAP.
Understood. Regular damage. 2 points.
Hey, 2
2
points.
points.
It's
Oh
really
my
not
God.
feeling good.
Yep. He. You managed to lash out at him at his side. Ow!
And I'll
Little
go
blood
for the third
spills.
attack just to see if I happen to get lucky.
Crit fish. Let's do it.
Is this the turn that Courageous Anthem expires?
I think
has-
after this turn, it will expire. Wait,
Yeah,
is
the
this
end
the
of your
beginning or
turn.
end of turn 3?
This is.
I think it will persist
start
through,
of round
through this
3.
round and the start of
Yeah,
round
you have
4
one more round.
should be over. Yeah.
Yeah, you have one more round.
Okay.
So you're good.
Cool. We'll roll that
Okay.
last attack. Goes wide.
Yep, a
12
12
to
is
hit.
not quite good enough. Bandito.
Makes a cool cracking noise though.
Let's see.
Crack
He's
that
going
whip.
to run up to Felix and drop the sling, draw club, or like swap to club and swing. Do I have him targeted? I think so, yes. Swinging the club. That is a 16 to hit. You know what? I have hero points. I'm going to reroll that.
I do too. I say no. I don't know if I can do that, but I'm saying no.
No.
I wish
also
that's how
have
that
hero
worked.
points.
No, if I say so with an
Hero point go. Damn it. It's worse
No.
by one.
You should have used a club, not a club sandwich.
Again.
He stares at you, dumbfounded.
Just taken
that
aback by that
was
for a moment.
move, swap, strike.
Wink.
Okay, this bandit here. Oh wait,
You can
sorry.
leave or you can
Yes,
die
that's
with your
right.
friends.
Let me
I know it's off turn and I can't make intimidation checks, but I'm going to keep trying.
He starts to he hesitates a moment, and the leader of the group turns and says, "If you run, you're a dead man." Right, boss. Ah!
He
like-
threw me.
He runs at you, 3 is a critical miss.
Natural 1?
It is not a natural one. It's just a critical miss because of your parry.
Yeah.
And strike 2.
Oh.
Also a critical miss. He's terrified and not really able to connect any shots. I'm gonna remove all of the corpses so we can kind of tell who's
That's fair.
here. Okay, Regan, it's your turn.
It is my turn. Hello. I'm gonna target the bandit leader. Maybe his fortitude's not great. Oh, yes.
Okay, targeting the bandit leader with Void Warp.
Yes.
He rolls.
I
Oh
would
my
like
God.
to. Actually, I can't. It's not my turn. It's Char's turn. Char, would you like to use a hero card?
A hero card. Wait, which one would be helpful?
The sickness.
Oh shit! What does it do?
It makes a fortitude save 1 less.
Look at his save. I think.
It reduces the fortitude save by 1 degree.
Oh, by 1 degree.
1 degree.
I see.
No,
Okay,
It
1
reduces
degree.
By 1 degree, so it would make a successive
Can
failure,
I
failure, crit,
use
failure,
it before? Would I have had to use it before the?
You're supposed to use it before, since we're still learning how to use these. I'll allow you to use it now, though, if you want.
It will cost 3 hero points. That's the
3?
downside. It's an evil effect.
Yeah, I want to use them. Take my
Okay.
3.
All right, you spend 3 to burn the sickness.
Still,
I forgot
trying to find a good
remove-
way to see the cards.
What has been removed?
Jason
The
inspired me by
dance.
using the dancing one earlier. I was like, I was trying to
Like
figure out
waiting
ways to
for
use
it.
that. Yeah. Much
There we
better
go.
choice.
My fort save.
All right, the dance and the sickness have been used. All that's left is the courtesan. Okay, so that actually will get lowered to a failure. If the target critically fails, they are additionally sickened by 1, but they did not crit fail.
Yes.
Okay, so regular fail. Go and roll the damage.
It's a 3.
All right, 3 points of damage. It takes the full amount. Kind of withers away his skin a bit. What kind of dark magics are these?
These are just normal magics. I think. Fuck. I have one little thing I can do.
Can you just stab him?
Can I just stab him? I
Make
could.
your
I
songs
think.
Claws stab.
I do have claws. I'll give him such a whacking. This would be a second since I cast the spell.
It's not an attack roll spell, so
Oh, it does. So I can just strike normally.
yeah, you can just strike normally.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, save spells you can save spells do not contribute to MAP. Only ones that actually use an attack roll.
I have one hand. I don't know if this will. At 25, I'm with my claws.
He's all right. Right across the face, as Joey says.
How dare you call my magic dark?
Roll damage.
1d6. It's gonna
I would
be.
laugh
That's a
at
5.
this. Oh, it's a 5.
No.
You scrape him across the face. Blood drips down into the grass and dirt. He is just barely
He's
hanging
like
in.
1 HP.
He does have exactly 1 HP right now.
Well, that's my whole turn.
His
I
resolve
think that
is
would have been
shaken.
amazing.
How
Okay.
dare you insult my magic?
At the end of the round, a trio of bandits
More?
comes running out of the northern side of the forest behind you. And as they do, you hear whizzing sound of arrows, shunk, 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 and all 3 of them fall as
Oh.
arrows rain down upon them. Exactly
He's
3
just
arrows. They
drawing
just like pierce their
arrows.
necks.
Oof.
Better shot than me.
Huh? The bandit leader looks up, sees something. Oh, shit! And he is going to... He's seen you. Attack opportunity. He's going to step first. And then run. What is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like there. Okay. So he's running off into the darkness. Mayhem.
Okay. That's very rude of him. This one's fine, that one's fine. I don't like either of
I
this.
forgot his AOO.
Everyone's measuring.
Everyone's calculating. Everyone is calculating woman.
Everyone's calculating. I'm gonna take a step away from the bandits.
Oh,
Because
you've already seen that those bandits don't have AOO. It's
They
just
aren't?
the boss.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember which one had taken that attack. Okay. So then we'll
Yeah,
actually
it was the
stride-
leader.
we will stride away to get to over here.
Okay.
We will swap weapons and pull the longbow back out. And with him at the very edge of my range
Of
of
your
vision,
Get him.
Okay, so
this is,
he will be
concealed. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, he will be
I
concealed.
may not hit him, but we're gonna take a shot anyway.
Do it.
That is a 19 to hit. But let me actually roll the flat check.
Oh, that'll still hit even though the off guard should not be there anymore. It's
Fair
Courageous Anthem that makes you hit.
Just the very last round of Courageous Anthem, basically. But
Yes.
let me make sure I actually do hit. And a 6 beats the flat
The
check.
6 is enough. It beats the DC 5 flat check.
Then
Any
with
amount of
a
damage
single arrow.
kills. 5 points of damage.
It's not. I'm aiming for the neck, and I think I hit just like into the shoulder, but it's enough that it throws him
Yep.
off and just sends him tumbling.
And you hear him tumble down the hill.
All right.
All right.
And he just whirls around on the others. Arms open. Let's go.
All right. This bandit.
I think something else is hunting you. You may want to run.
Make a choice.
He is going to run. Ah! He runs off over here into the bushes. Second action. I think third action only gets him kind of over here.
Too many bushes.
Yep, too many bushes. Felix.
Felix turns to the one who's the bandit who's like most recently whacked him upside the head.
Do you want to use a hero card?
Unfortunately, the last one isn't really helpful for combat, but
I mean, it's helpful for they can't attack you for a round, and they are unfriendly rather than hostile, so maybe more willing to listen. Up to you.
I think
You go.
Felix instead just takes out the key to the script in Scrimshaw, and it splits into parts and goes flying at this remaining bandit for needle darts.
The key does reassemble afterward. Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say like otherwise your key just keeps slowly shredding into pieces.
No, it's basically like a trick the key does.
Ah, okay. So it's just this little skillful thing. That's neat.
20 to hit.
20 will hit. Roll damage.
7 points of damage as little bits of metal go flying into this bandit.
Yeah, as the key serrates his body all over, he's got 1 hit point left. You have one
Kick
more
him in the
action.
shins.
Yeah. I'll strike with the whip at a map -5.
Yes.
Yep, correct.
18 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
2 points.
And that is enough. You serrate him with keys, and then snap the whip across his face, and he twists and falls to the ground. Let me move him, and next turn, the last bandit.
Just the one remaining.
He is gonna run, and
Bye.
I don't want to die.
Death comes
Yeah.
for us all eventually.
There's a part
He
of me that
makes
wants
it
to go
about here
after
in the
you since I
bushes.
gave you the chance before and you didn't run.
Well, at the end of the round, you hear a couple more arrows fly out,
I don't like that.
and 2 cries of pain. Ah! Ah!
I don't like that though.
As those 2 bandits perish in the bushes.
All right, I'm going to. Well, I'll wait for my turn, I guess, because it's actually Regan's turn.
Oh, well, at this point, encounter's over.
Okay.
Shooting arrows.
I don't know, but I'm actually going to put my bow down and put my hands up.
You hear flapping sounds as if you look up, you can see. At first, it just looks like a bit of light, like torchlight in the sky. And as it descends, you realize that it is a hippogriff.
Ah.
They're
And-
hippogriff riders of the city, correct? So that's why
Yes.
we would be familiar with it. Okay.
Yes, you would have heard, just living in Corvosa, it's a very common sight to see. Shit, why am I blanking on their name? What are they called? The Marines. Where's my book?
I do not remember. The Sable Company?
My Corvosa. Yes, the Sable Company. Yes, the Sable Marines. They all fly. They're trained in archery. They fly hippogriffs. They usually bond to a hippogriff as part of their training, and that's kind of like their life partner, so to speak.
Aw.
They're known. They're known for patrolling the hinterlands and keeping Corvosa safe from all sorts of things. But yeah, you watch as a hippogriff slowly descends down. Hail there! You hear a voice from atop the hippogriff shout as it lands. Are you okay, citizens?
Thanks to you. Yeah.
Indeed, that was wonderful timing.
I've been better.
It looks like you handled that mostly on your own.
Wouldn't have handled it much longer if you hadn't taken care of. And we'll gesture to the ones to the north that have still just lying face down.
They're perfectly fine.
Yeah, they're just sleeping.
Well, I'm glad to be of some assistance. He
A couple
hops
of these
down.
are still alive if you want to take them back with you.
I probably should. Scum like this infesting the forest, it's not a good look for us. Anyway, I'm Marcus Endrin, Commandant of the Sable Company. At your service. And he reaches out a hand to shake Felix's.
Thank you again for being our savior in this moment. Truly, we got jumped in the middle of the night.
Well, you're just lucky I happened to see these lights moving around down here. And you, looking at him, now that he's like in the light, he's maybe younger than you might think. He's like maybe in his like early 30s. He's very kind of like well put, handsome looking Chalaxian man. Kind of dirty blonde hair, very nicely kept and greased back. I'll give you a little picture of him there for what he looks like. He's got a stern face, but he seems kind enough. He doesn't seem angry or anything. He seems very may I ask what brings you all out here into the woods at night like this? It's just a bit of camping? He's looking around and sees the dead body here.
Well, it wasn't night when we left.
Indeed. Felix will gesture to the tree. We came looking for Jolt Leaf, and managed to get lost on our way here. So we arrived much later than we had intended. And unfortunately found this poor soul here at the tree.
Not a friend of yours then, I take it.
No, but this. I think he worked for a merchant in the city and was formerly the person who would be collecting Jolt Leaf. We can only presume that it was thugs like this who, unfortunately, contributed to his demise.
I'm sad that this got this far, but at least the three of you are safe. And looking at Mayhem, he sees your pack overfloweth with leaves.
Yes.
I'm guessing that's some of the Jolt Leaf then.
I wanted to bring this back. Some people needing stuff to treat the shiver issues.
I see. Might I get your names then? Perhaps I could put a good word in for you in the city.
I mean, I have no need. I'm just trying to help people out. And Mayhem will just kind of walk past.
Felix, Milo. I run the script in Scrimshaw. Lovely to meet you.
You aggressively come forward and start shaking his hand.
Indeed, like this is an intentional swap to give Mayhem an out.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Milos.
You have to come by the tavern once we're all back in town. I recently was able to reopen the doors, and I intend to make it a lively and wonderful place for all.
Well, I'm...
The first round will, of course, be on that.
Exactly.
Alex has forgotten. Milos recites the location.
Midlands. It's in the Midlands.
The Midlands. Just off the university.
Oh, well, that's not that far from the castle, or from the Citadel, rather. Citadel Volshanek. Sure, why not? Perhaps I could bring a few of the recruits along as well.
All are welcome. Oh, and you'll be the guest of honor that evening.
Please, it's too much for me. I'm just glad that you're all alive. I suppose I should probably take care of the bodies here.
You could leave them to rot, I suppose, but...
It's not in me to let even the most dire of criminals rot out in a field. But you're welcome to go. I've got time before my shift is over, so... This is probably the most exciting thing I was going to get into all night.
Mayhem starts to get up onto his horse and then gets back off, and actually will go over and start to give him a hand in moving the bodies or arraying them, and if need be, we can carry some of the bodies back to town on the horses, probably. Well, a body or two possibly each, but I think at some point we're overloading the horses.
Yeah. So he's gonna stay here for like 2 hours to like dig some simple graves and put the bandits in
so
them.
he's not even bringing them back, he's just burying them here.
Yeah, he's going to take the handful of unconscious ones back.
Okay.
I forget which of these is unconscious.
They
I think there were just 2 down here, and then there was the one up here that got pretty well murdered by Regan. And
let's see, what's the damage? So this guy is
annihilated.
dead.
Don't
This
look too
guy
close.
is dead.
He's super dead.
This one's dead. Okay, so there's 3
Actually-
living ones.
I will go fetch the bodies, and I'm gonna see if the leader had anything good on him while we're at it, because I mean,
Oh, sure.
or not just like
Where's
valuable,
the
but also if there's anything as to what the hell he was doing. Maybe if there's evidence that he was chopping down these
were
trees.
these the tree choppers?
Yeah. I think Felix would bring that up with the commandant, that they weren't just out here attacking passersby, but they've been felling these trees.
That's concerning. Were you able to discern any reason for it? Or are they just trying to...
Cruelty was the best we'd gotten to before they jumped us, but like, the jolt leaf is an ingredient in the cure for shiver. The only reason one could even imagine is to deprive the city of the ability to heal itself.
Huh. Well, it certainly seems like more interesting effort for common bandits to be involved with. I'll have to talk to the Corvosan Guard about this. Maybe they know something. You look over the bandit leader's body as you're before you drag it over. He's got 9 gold sails on him, or sorry, not 9, 6 gold sails on him. I don't know if you can see his inventory or not.
Let me find out. I can. Cool. Oh
Okay.
gosh, he's got a lot of weapons. Why does he have so many weapons?
Some of these he's not supposed to have. The club he's not supposed to have. He does have the sling, 2 scimitars, a dagger. He's wearing studded leather armor. He's got some sling bullets, and yeah, a small pouch with 6 gold sails.
I'm gonna take the sails because they will be more handy in my possession than in his. But I'll leave the rest and just bring it over.
Okay. And if you were checking the other bandits, they don't really have any gold or anything interesting on them, just clubs, slings, and bullets and leather armor.
No worries.
Well, I appreciate you citizens helping me with this. Do you help for the full 2 hours?
I would help unless it seemed like my companions were getting antsy to go back.
Like,
which I would respect, and we've got places to be, but as long as he needs help getting this done, it might go faster with more hands.
yeah, I think Felix would pitch in, but maybe after like the first hour or so, a reminder that it's really late and we either have to make camp or get back home.
That's true. And we don't have the ability to go over the through the skies like some do. So,
What does Regan do?
Well, if we're gonna spend a while here, she would probably go up to at least like a few people and ask, like, "Do you want healing? Like, I can you sit while they work, and I heal you." And she's gonna. Treat
Oh,
wounds.
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
not the
No,
bandits.
no.
But, okay.
Disgusting.
Really,
No.
Two of you.
Jason? What
Yeah,
kind of
no, she
mercy-
like goes up,
do you expect us to be?
like chases. They're like helping Hall. It's like, no, you have cuts on your face. No, come here.
Okay, yeah, you
Treat
can.
wounds.
You should have enough time to do treat wounds on everybody twice. In the
Let's
2 hours?
do
If it takes 2 hours, yeah. Oh no, our light went away.
Ah,
Reapply
Can't have
light
it
to
back.
Orlando. Who's Oh. What?
I
Who's
mean,
Orlando?
good question.
Oh. What? Why does he have light on? Oh, he's one of the children. Oh, okay.
Oh, the children has light. Okay.
Oh,
I mean, more.
I
Yeah,
forgot all
love
their
that it's-
names. They all have names. I gave every single one of them a name. You didn't
Respect.
ask for
Respect.
them, but I did give them names.
I only care about Lizzie.
some healing for Felix.
Thank
All
you.
right, 6 points of healing for Felix.
I guess if I can
Oh yeah, if you're just assurancing them.
Yeah.
So it should be 3 successes.
I'm so.
You can just roll the 2d8s directly.
Oh, because it's just gonna be.
Yeah, it'll just be 2d8 each time.
Oh, and how do you do that?
You just type /roll 2d8,
2D.
or you click on the d8 button twice in the little calculator thing at the bottom.
This work?
Yep, that works.
All right.
This looks like 5 for Mayhem
There's another.
and 7 for Regan.
Give me my healing. Whee.
That one.
Everyone feels better.
I'm definitely feeling better. I could use a little
Ish.
more, but I'm not gonna die. So
You say I could do it twice in the time,
Yep.
or is it just okay?
Yeah, twice, because
do
you'd have
once
you have 2
more.
hours, so you can do it like once per hour, basically, per person.
maybe even end cap it with additional if needed, but I highly doubt it.
Oh yeah, it looks like this will probably bring everybody up. That's 8 points for Felix, I guess.
I'll just doing the mayhem. Feel it. Oh.
2 for Mayhem. Or I don't know what order you're doing.
Felix. Felix
Oh,
gets
Mayhem.
2.
Oh, Mayhem
gets
was
8,
first. Okay.
And I'm sorry for your 2.
I mean, that maxes me out, so I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, same.
Wouldn't that have been funny if we'd gone the other direction?
Yep.
No.
Well, this is
And
says
9 for
Felix
yourself.
again, but yeah, it's
Oh,
9 for me.
I see. Okay. Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
Everybody's feeling a lot better
Yeah,
now.
that was enough to bring the 3 of you back up. So yeah, you're just intermittently going around patching up wounds.
Technically, actually, sorry. I forgot I took continual recovery.
Oh,
Only
well
10
done.
minutes instead of an hour.
Oh,
so
Okay.
technically, I can just keep going.
We just knocked
Yeah,
that out
so you
in
just
an
work
hour.
on each person for 20 minutes then.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Did it.
In that time, in those 2 hours, Marcus is able to. You're able to help Marcus get graves dug for the dead. Very simple affairs. He does a simple prayer of Abadar for the dead, and ties up the other 3 bandits who are alive. Well, I suppose it's getting late. Were you planning on camping here or returning to the Corvosa?
Did I bring camping gear? I mean, I have a tent is really what I'm looking for. I don't think so.
Tent.
I-
Whew.
we were hoping
I
to
don't
get
have
back to
that.
Corvosa this evening, but
Mhm.
how do I put this? We are all the most city folks you could imagine. If you could at least help guide us back to the main road, it would be a wonderful help, so that we do not get lost in the forest.
Certainly. I don't mind at all. Ace will be a little bit weighed down by all the bodies, but he climbs aboard and you see he's like the 3 bandits are like draped over the back of his hippogriff. Yeah, just follow me, he says. He's waving a torch. And he'll take off
Whew.
and
Mount up and follow along.
he's just flying like just above the tree line. And the forest isn't so dense that you can't see him most of the time. So you follow him back towards town.
Someone with a survival skill.
Finally.
Yes,
We assume.
he has assurance in survival. He is quite good at it. It's part of his job, and he actually you make really good time. Instead of taking 4 hours, it only takes 3 hours to approach town.
Time to go home and pass out. Well,
But as
You too.
you're approaching, you're like about 2 miles out, and you start to hear something kind of faint in the distance. It sounds like bells.
Are they
Rings
Big,
good
loud
bells?
church
We're being
bells.
welcomed as heroes.
Or are they alarm bells?
That's a valid
We heard
question.
these bells before.
Yeah.
Not ever like this. This sounds like a lot of bells. Or like, it sounds like multiple like large church bells ringing.
There's no like reason we would know what these bells are. Like no society or anything.
You could do religion,
Oh boy.
or
That's not a good sign.
I would allow society as an alternative. The DC will be slightly higher.
All right. Da da da. A 19 for society.
I suppose I can't sell you on firefighting because I assume these aren't fire bells.
Oh.
idea.
You know what? I would actually allow firefighting.
That's not a good sign, but I'm gonna take it.
None of these are good signs.
Should I do the secret or public?
You can do it public.
Okay, public roll. I'm gonna use a hero point on that actually.
Okay.
Reroll.
Hero point burned.
And slightly better. 14 on the.
Okay.
So hopefully Regan knows something about this because I don't think I do.
Bells.
Well, so Felix, you're like, oh, that's curious. Yeah, are they welcoming us as home?
Yeah, that remains Felix's position.
Optimist.
You've never heard this kind of like bell ringing ceremony before. It sounds kind of jolly to you, almost. Mayhem, you pick up a very faint scent of smoke in the air, and you recognize there's loud church bells ringing, but there's also fire bells ringing.
If I look up, I forget his name off. Is he looking like still guiding us without issue, or is he starting to recognize something's going on in the city?
You look up and see him. He seems to have kind of slowed for a moment, like he's unsure of something. Like he kind of stops and he's pulled back the reins on his hippogriff, and he's like hovering in place there for a moment, seemingly trying to make sense out of the situation. Regan, this is really obscure knowledge for you because it hasn't happened in your lifetime, I guess. But I guess sometime when you were studying, the last time they rang bells like this in the city, it was at the death of Queen Domina.
I was gonna say
The
these are
previous
fucking
queen.
funeral bells or some shit. Like I know where this is going.
My concern is that it's not just a funeral or like a funeral bell.
This is like a death. Like
like,
this
this
is
is like an
an
attack.
alarming.
If there's fire
Yeah.
and smoke, something bad is happening, and something might have happened to the king. I think, unless anybody else is going to do anything, I'm going to start galloping towards the city.
You hear Endron shout, I'm going on ahead, I'm sorry. And he takes off.
Yeah.
Ahead of you.
Understandable. That's fine.
Damn, the
Okay.
king's fucking dead. Ooh, I called it. I said he was gonna die.
Well, at least he won't mind
She's
us
saying
killing
this.
him.
She's like, oh, I knew he was gonna die. He's so old and sickly, and I should have done a wellness check on him to see what he was dying of.
I don't think they would have accepted you coming up to the king and being like, I think you look unwell.
We could do it from far away. I could do it. I'll be like, I have assurance. Like, oh.
Well, so you guys go charging in the direction of the city, and as you kind of crest or like exit the woods, and make it onto the main road, you can see pockets of billowing smoke rising up from the city. Sounds of like crowd noise can be heard from pretty far away. Something horrible has happened, and we'll find out what that is next week.
And we're not the suspects. We have a great alibi. We're off murdering other people.
And a witness who's part of, somebody important. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the leader of the
He was there.
of the Sable Company there with you to witness. So you're safe at least. But what will happen? Guess we'll have to find out next week on Third Action. Thank you everybody for the support. Thanks for the comments and subscriptions and such. We hit 500 subscribers. Yay! That's like a big YouTube number for I think we can now do partner program stuff, maybe. So I need to look into that. I haven't had a chance to, but I've been dealing with some hard drive issues, but they're solved. Solved them. Good enough. Yeah, we're back on a regular schedule, back on our usual shit. We'll be back next week for some good times and happy lovin's. Hope you all use protection. Good night.
What?
what? Yeah, or we can keep that.